Hey folks, David Stewart here. Hope you guys are having a good day. I'm gonna get this going here. Might even be able to finish the game today. Hopefully. My mic is acting a little weird. You guys hear me? Got some strange levels going on. Well, check it out here. Yeah, that's very strange. Hold on. Weird going on here. Check, check. Yeah. Dial this down a bit. All right. My audio monitor is just not working, is what's going on. So, you know, one of the things about not Discord, OBS. Get that temptation to update OBS. Should probably resist that temptation because now OBS likes to crash my video card driver. That's why I'm a little late here. And it's not showing any kind of live monitoring for the sound. At least for my mic. So if I'm super out of sync, please let me know. I'll check the chat as we go. But like on my screen, it's very like lagged, is what it looks like. But that could just be that the software is a little wonky today. So, all right. Oh, there's not too much to talk about. I mean, there's always something to talk about, right? You guys want to talk about writing before we start to play a game? Okay, the audio is desynced. All right, I'm gonna do something here real quick. All right, now it should work. I thought there was something weird going on, but I don't know what it was. Okay, let me turn on the brightness here. I look like a ghost, like a crazy ghost with this little light here. All right, yeah, it's cloudy today. It was so 4th of July. 4th of July was okay. Had a big block party, let off some fireworks, had a barbecue, standard stuff. Actually was a little bit cooler than usual, and it's cooling off a little bit right now. Got some thunderstorms coming. We'd had kind of a heat wave. My power was out in a heat wave, which is, of course, how it goes, right? But, you know, I had bought generators and stuff back in California because whenever there's a heat wave in California, they just turn off the power. Yeah, so like, oh, yeah, it's 110 degrees. We better turn off the power because people will use their air conditioners and that'll maybe cause a transformer to blow up somewhere because we don't maintain the grid. That's how it is. So you got to have like a portable AC and a generator in order to run the air conditioner because it'll be 110. It's actually dangerous for old people when it gets to that level. But I'm pretty comfortable right now, so it's pretty good. Our extended cool season just ended. 108 yesterday. Yep. Yeah. So we had it up to 100. It might get up to 100. Like 100 in Houston is like 115 in Vegas. It's really hot. People forget that the American South is at the same latitude as Africa, North Africa, right? So I think Cairo and Egypt are at the same latitude. I mean, Cairo in Egypt and Houston in Texas are at like the same latitude, the same north and south, which means that Carthage was actually where like Tulsa would be. If you want to think about it in those terms, right? So if you're thinking like, oh well, you know, Cincinnati is not really in the South. It's like, yeah, you're Sicily with Cincinnati. So it's always interesting because we don't think about it. Like we think Africa as being like down there because we learn European history and it's like Europe, Africa. But yeah, we're at the same latitude as Africa. California is at the same latitude as about Spain, so wouldn't you know it, Central Valley has about the same climate as central Spain. It's kind of interesting. And it gets hot there. It gets hot and dry. I don't think they forgot. I think they just don't know. Yeah. just don't know what the actual latitude is. So I don't know, but that's how things work, you know. We have to remember that. Been seeing weather people, like, they show like some map and it shows like dark red wherever it's hot, happens to be hot that day, and they're like wet bulb temperatures. I'm like, it's not like, these aren't that out of the ordinary. And honestly, there's much worse places. Like, you know, you can go to places in Southeast Asia where it's much more hot and humid than it is here. You can go to places in Africa where it's much more hot and humid. Even places in the Middle East are much less tolerable, and yet people are able to live there, and they've been living there for thousands of years. So the idea is like, you know, this Houston would be uninhabited if it weren't for air conditioning. It's like, well, that's not true. You know, people settled here before there was air conditioning, and they settled all over the world before there was air conditioning. Now, I really like air conditioning, though, and I really enjoy having air conditioning when it's very hot, particularly when it's very hot and humid. But the idea that people couldn't survive without air conditioning is nonsense. You know, would people have as big a city without air conditioning? That's probably a better question. And you have to remember that why did people choose to settle in Texas or Arizona and these places way before there was air conditioning? And the answer is, it's a different trade-offs, right? There's different economic activities you can do in the Gulf of Mexico versus somewhere else. And a lot of times it's better to have a hot climate than a cold one, because if it's very, very cold, if you're in even like Buffalo, New York, it gets so cold during the winter, it's deadly, right? So like cold winters are deadly in the north, without heating, right? Without like, oh, we'll just turn on our heated floor. You have to burn wood all the time. You have to keep fires going. It's an active thing you have to do in order to survive a cold winter, whereas surviving a hot summer involves not going out in the sun and not doing a lot of activity when it's very hot, like reducing your human activity during the hottest parts of the day and things like that. You know, it's not like, you know, the Navajo Indians lived in the desert and the Comanches lived in the desert. How did they live in the desert? Well, they didn't like work under the hot sun all day. With this kind of corporate schedule that everybody maintains, they adapted to their environment like all people do, and are able to not only survive but thrive in environments that people consider harsh. And I noticed that I think when people talk about bad weather, I think they maybe are from like LA, right? LA doesn't have any weather. LA is almost never hot. It's not cold in the summer. I mean, it's not cold in the winter, and it's really not sorry, it's really not too hot in the summer. It's pretty nice. I lived right by the beach, and the weather was honestly worse in like May, June, July than it was in other times of the year. It was very cloudy and cold in May, June, and July because of the way that the warmer inland areas from like Pasadena would pull in this marine layer and make it cloudy. So you say May gray, June gloom, July I want to die, you know. So you have that kind of stuff going on. It's kind of interesting. The Hollywood mindset, I think, pervades a lot of what we're doing in a kind of bad way. Hollywood writers are insular. They don't really know the way regular people talk, think, or interact with each other. That's why everybody seems so awkward and strange in Hollywood movies. Why the comedy just seems to miss is you know, LA is not, it's not just an urban versus rural thing. It's like LA versus all other urban environments where people are normal, and people are extremely weird in LA, and they've gotten progressively weirder over the last 20 years. I've witnessed it because I lived there. And people in the LA area are weirder now than they've ever been before. People think San Francisco is weird, but to be honest, like most of the parts of LA are full of people that somehow are living in defiance of reality. I don't know how people like continue to live in LA, to be honest. But yeah, people in LA are not just isolated from regular rural or suburban people, but just other urban people who have a completely different worldview from them. Just developed a campaign with a friend. He promised me an elfin-lied character to romance, and I'm played a Rorschach Master Chief character. It's going to be fun. Okay. Arizona exploded after AC. The central area is ridiculous now. Going to extend from Flagstaff to Phoenix to Tucson before you know it. Yeah, Tucson. So I've been to all of those areas. Flagstaff still gets hot in the summer. It really does. But I think it's just a lot more pleasant days. And Flagstaff is probably where I choose to live. Tucson has its own vibe. I really like the monsoon season. I lived in Vegas, and monsoon season was pretty cool. But it's way better in Tucson. You get these like storms that come in. Everything gets cold. It's really nice. But yeah, it exploded after AC because you could live more comfortably. But any urban area is going to explode after AC. I mean, AC is nice in New York. New York summers are hot. So it's like, yeah, summer in Houston is a little hotter than summer in New York, but it's not that much hotter. I still see 90-degree days in New York, which is brutal in New York. So it's a little hotter. Yeah, it's hotter in the summer, but we also don't get snow. We did have a hard freeze this last year that was, we dealt with it. If you live in Central California, you almost never get a freeze. So it's like, yeah, it's blistering hot in the summer. You have like 6 months with no rain. But the winters are really nice. So take what you want from that. One of the reasons that my parents moved to California after living in Washington State, of course I'm from Texas originally, but was Washington State was like cold. They lived in Tacoma. I lived in Tacoma too. So we all lived in Tacoma, but it was very, 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 very cold. And it's like, which one do you want? Do you want to deal with a hot summer, especially if you have air conditioning? You want to be able to deal with a hot summer or a cold winter? And hot summer is the choice once you've lived through a really harsh winter. Hot summers are a lot less annoying, In Iowa, we get humidity this time of year, which is worse than the overall heat, and have gotten blizzards in winter. I've gotten to experience negative degree temperatures a few times. Yeah, Midwest gets very, very humid. There's a weird thing in Houston too, where, or really all of East Texas, where as it gets hotter, the humidity drops. So the temperature, the reason humidity matters is that your sweat doesn't evaporate as efficiently. So it feels hotter than it is because you're not cooling off as quickly as you are in the desert. So in the desert, your sweat is super effective because it just immediately evaporates and it cools you off. You can splash water on yourself and it's just immediate relief. I remember being at a hotel in Tucson, and I'd get in the pool and I'd get out and I wouldn't need a towel. By the time I walked back to the hotel room, I'd be bone dry and I'd be cold. I'd be like cold, and it was 105, 110 degrees outside. It's crazy. So yeah, the humidity really is the more brutal part. But a weird thing happens where, it's 90 degrees and 70% humidity. Then it gets to 100 degrees and 30% humidity. Like the humidity drops as it gets hotter. And I'm not exactly sure why that is, but it makes it so like 90 degrees roughly feels like 100 degrees, and 100 degrees feels like 105. So as it gets hotter, it doesn't feel like it's getting as hotter as it is. Like things start to approach an equilibrium. And there's just a different meta when it's dry. It'll be 115 in Vegas, but you can go in the shade and it's like, oh, okay, this feels nice. Whereas here, if it's 100 degrees, it feels bad, and you go in the shade and it still feels bad. It doesn't feel really any better in the shade. Maybe just a little bit. And then like you can spray yourself with a hose in Vegas, and oh man, you just instantly feel better. And even though it's 115 outside, and you could spray yourself with a hose in Houston when it's 100 degrees, and it's like, I didn't do nothing. That's not helping at all. Like I had to do a bunch of yard work this morning, and basically clearing out all of these fallen trees and limbs from this crazy storm we had when I was on vacation. And it didn't feel bad when I was working, but when I came back inside is when I noticed all the sweat, and like my shirt was completely soaked. It was really pretty funny. How funny and ironic is it that the Writers Guild is on strike for more pay with all the crap they've been pumping out on TV? Yeah, it's like, do they deserve a pay raise? No, but I understand why they're asking for one. The things they're asking for are not unreasonable. They're just not good at their jobs. What's your opinion on Xbox? It's fine. It's a great console. I thought the Xbox 360 was great. The Xbox One is fine. I don't own one. Like my father-in-law has one. He loves it and it works great. It's got the same functionality that you're going to have with the PlayStation. And so the advice from like 2013, which one should I get? Should I get a PS4 or an Xbox One? Well, get whichever one your friends are on. So if your friends are playing Xbox, Xbox is great. If your friends are not playing Xbox, PlayStation is better. Like it's wherever your friends are, right? Like all my friends are on PC. So PlayStation to me is really a single player game kind of platform. I do few, if any, multiplayer games on the PlayStation because so few of my friends play it. The only friends that I have who play PlayStation games are like some friends I had from college, like some music friends, and they don't really play multiplayer games on it either, right? Whereas for, you know, all the friends I made playing World of Warcraft, they still pretty much exclusively play on PC. So anyway, if you were going to like pick two things, it would be PC and the Nintendo Switch, because the PC will eventually get everything that's not on Nintendo. You know, whereas and that's definitely true now, like, because Microsoft is okay with people buying Windows games because it also owns Windows. So Microsoft is generally okay with people playing PC games because, well, they make the PC operating system too, don't they? You know, and so like integrations with Windows and Xbox, that's all pretty cool stuff now. I just don't have an Xbox to really make use of it. I miss back when we got actual cruel winters. Roads blocked, people trapped and such. It was such a wonderful time. I don't think so. It's a swamp up here in Michigan this time of year with the water. Or in Minnesota. I'm not sure. No, MI is Michigan. MN is Minnesota, right? Maybe forgetting. And MA is Massachusetts. A complete reversal of the old days when friends have different consoles was optimal. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Adrian? Hope you're having a good day. Surprising amount of games have crossplay between the consoles now, and that seems to be a growing support trend. Yeah, Diablo has it, and that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm critical of Diablo 4 because I just don't think it's super interesting. But the fact that they have like cross-platform play and stuff is really good. You want to have as much of that as you can. If you're doing your own servers for your game, that's ideal because then your friends can play no matter what, or especially if you can build the communications platform into the game. But both like PS Plus and Xbox Live, they have a whole set of communication things. So if all your friends are on Xbox Live, it's a lot easier to jump in and chat with them, blah, blah, blah. So that stuff has a lot less resistance to it. Same thing with PC stuff. So anyway, let's hop into it. Let's play a game. And we may even be able to finish Final Fantasy 15 today. That would sure be cool. To be able to do that. There we are. We're on like the final chapter, and I kind of like it. It's the World of Ruin from Final Fantasy VI, and I really like the story of Final Fantasy VI because I thought it was really cool that the heroes didn't exactly succeed. The heroes sort of succeeded. Like they eventually defeated Kafka. But the world was basically destroyed. They didn't save the world. They were fighting for a remnant of the world. So it just made that final act just have a much deeper impact. To me at least. Let me play this with my glasses on. My eyes are a little tired today. I do have a lot of love for Final Fantasy VI, that's for sure. Let me turn that off. Yeah, dude, look at this. This looks great. There's Umbra. I think there's some like Easter eggs and stuff at this point in the game too. Make sure the game volume's not up too high. Because last time that was a complaint, was like the game volume was a little too high. So we'll fix it for this go around. Like, here's Costa del Sol, but it's all messed up. And look, his suit's all messed up, too. It's like, this is 10 years older, right? In his late 20s, or...
Last man standing.
Oh, goblin. And my fingers are wanting to go. Oh, tonberries. Those are... Can we kill tonberries? That is a great question. Because I bet you they do, like, just huge damage. Alright, they die really easy, thank goodness. Because tonberries in Final Fantasy are always, like, insta-kill enemies. It's kind of cool. We haven't seen the inside of the hotel room. It's all destroyed. There's an item here. Mega elixir. Yeah. Stuff is stuck around for 10 years, apparently. Do tonberries have lore? What's their problem with this? I don't know if they have lore. So many monsters, man. Oops. Wow. This ring does like a lot of damage. It's liches. Yeah, this is brutal. Where are we? Oh yeah, it's like all destroyed. Where's that? Oh yeah, this is where what's her face would make the cat food for you and stuff. Yeah, no, we got the items in here. Was there another item? I thought I saw one maybe outside. No. It's like the sun never rises now. The sun no longer rises. Which is cool. Alright. How does the combat compare to Final Fantasy VII Remake? And I like the Final Fantasy VII Remake combat better than this one a little bit, but this one's fun. Now that I have the hang of it, and I'm at the end of the game, I think it's good. I like Final Fantasy XVI's combat better. It's just, I don't know. It's Dark Souls combat, so, you know, whatever. Look how much less damage my sword does than, like, the ring. Just use the ring. It's like really overpowered. It just kills everything instantly, right? There we go. Umbra, you're not really helping. You're a cute dog, though. Umbra's a cute dog, but she doesn't help. Alright. Oh, there's a big guy over there. Let's see what he does. Hold on, let's check my gear. Do I have like a bad... No, I still have a blood sword. I mean, it looks good. This guy. Alright, well this guy, I mean, this ring is doing maximum damage. Like, why would I use anything else? Can I go in here? Apparently not. Whoa, there's like a blob guy out there. Something here. Can I go fishing? Power X. Oh no, the fishing spot's over there. It'd be funny if I could go fishing in the apocalypse. That's just what I think is funny. Black Flan. I don't think I can go fishing. There's a camping spot over there. I'm gonna go camping now and see what happens. Oh. What is this?
Ready for this?
Alright, these guys... Alright, well this one is not dying from the ring for some reason. Can I target his arm? Or his... There we go. No, it's like I have to target his chest. If I can target his... There, wait. There it is. No. Target him. Alright. I don't know, I couldn't kill him for some reason. What do you think they rank among the three-piece bands? Oh, Immortal songs. How do I think Immortal ranks among three-piece bands? Immortal is one of my favorite bands for sure. It's hard to say though because like, you know, they have some albums that I think are like definitely my top 100, if not at least. Sons of Northern Darkness might even be a top 10 album, but then there's others that just are kind of mediocre. It just depends on the level of the songs, you know. What can we make here? We can make chilled food tin, apparently. Oh, there's the music. Shows this fishing level. There's nowhere to fish. It's the end of the game. You get to just camp with the dog, I guess. That's cool. Alright, now how do I get out there? Like, I guess I have to... Do I have to walk? I have to walk all the way there? There's no car or anything? Have you tried Neo or Neo 2? I have them. I haven't really played them, though. I just haven't gotten to it. It's not anything against those games at all. I like the dev team that made them. I like. They did Stranger Paradise, which was really fun. Kind of weird, like kind of a weird story. but definitely a very fun experience. So. I didn't see the regalia. I got like 100 pages of reading for my 2 summer courses tomorrow. Professional responsibility and criminal procedure. Yeah. Hope you have a great stream. Criminal procedure is interesting. Procedure, I guess you're studying law, or maybe you're studying criminology. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, procedure is like the bulk of what law is when you get out there and do it, I guess. I guess I have to walk. Oh yeah, the regalia got destroyed. So I guess I have to walk. There's no way for me to get there in a timely fashion. Gotta walk. Yeah, like, there's a lot of cases that are won or lost on procedure. And a lot of cases that get overturned because of problems with procedure and not anything to do with, like, guilt, innocence, or other things that we think of as being relevant to law. It's a demon law. Well, that's not really doing much to him, is it? That's interesting. What's the demon law? Whoa, there he is. Alright, let's run away from that, because I can't seem to do any damage to him. And I suck his health up? I guess not. Do anything. Oh, I did it again. Am I supposed to kill this guy? Oh, he's level 84. No wonder. Oh, I can summon? I can't summon, apparently. It's not working. Did I? Oh, okay. I summoned. What did I summon here? Oh, Leviathan. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 has been in early access for quite a while, like 2 years or so. The desktop audio is getting really loud, so I'm gonna turn that down a bit. There we go. Yeah, this is not a sequel to Final Fantasy VI at all. It is just a no game in the Final Fantasy series is a sequel unless there's a second number after it. So, Final Fantasy X-2 is a sequel. Final Fantasy VI is not a sequel, and Final Fantasy 15 is not a sequel to anything. But it was originally somewhat related to Final Fantasy 13. When it was in early production, it was called Final Fantasy Versus 13. And, yeah, that's what it was. So there's a Final Fantasy X-2, there's a Final Fantasy 13-2, and a Final Fantasy 13-3, actually, called Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns. Another demon wall. I guess I gotta run past these because I'm not high enough level to kill them. See what I mean? I have an elixir. I think I died. I think that straight up killed me. Load most recent save file. Do I have to do all that again? It'd be funny. Final Fantasy Versus 13 sounds like everybody in the Final Fantasy universe ganging up against Final Fantasy 13. Yeah, it kind of does. It's funny. But it was like, it had related lore. Like, this one has some related lore to it. Like, Final Fantasy sequels are about the Master Tonberry. Yeah, see, he does a bunch of damage. Yeah, I can't do any damage to this guy. Let's see if this does anything. It was doing like 9999 damage to the other ones, so I don't know what's going on. Yeah, let's get out of here, huh? These little tonberries. I'm in stasis, so apparently I can't do anything. There's some bombs up there. Really, I was just kind of hoping to get to the place as quickly as possible. Running past these demons. Demons everywhere. I like this guy. Neuromancer. Can't figure out what time period Final Fantasy is supposed to be set. Varies by game. This one is like modern world plus like magic systems. It's kind of interesting. Final Fantasy VII is like diesel punk. Final Fantasy 13 is just a weird fantasy setting of like modern but actually kind of futuristic technology. But yeah, there's still like magic, but the magic system's different. Final Fantasy 1 is like medieval, but there's like space robots and stuff.
Serve the Amicitia family? Talcott? Yeah. No way. Yes way. Welcome back, Your Majesty. Yes, sir. That's right.
So, technology varying wildly with swords and guns. I'll address that in a second. Watch the cutscene.
You can have it in person. Okay, we should be there shortly,
sir. So it's not just a Japanese thing. Like if you'd read fiction before 1980, this stuff's common. Like read Jack Vance, Dying Earth, that kind of stuff.
10 years. 10 years. The guys must be pinching themselves.
So it's not really a unique Japanese thing. Rather, Western stuff started to move away from it after 1980 and just kind of copy Tolkien.
You know, back at the garage. She's a tough one, but when she needs a little extra muscle out on the road, she gives him a call. Oh, speaking of which, the guys said they're near Hammerhead right now, so we'll be meeting them there. You know, ever since you disappeared, Your Majesty, it's been nothing but nighttime non-stop. Lestalem still has light thanks to the power plant, so just about everyone's taken refuge there. Only there. Everywhere else has been abandoned. Demons moved in, forcing the people to move out. People still swing by the garage at Hammerhead from time to time, but it usually isn't for repairs. These days it's less of a service station and more of a slayer station, a base for demon hunting. The garage is still open though. One of the few places.
Look at all the demons.
So, Sid, he's still alive and kicking. He's kicking all right, just not as hard as before. He hasn't really been himself lately. At least not since he moved out to Lestalem.
Imagine living with all these demons, like, wanting to smash you.
And Sid wasn't having it. He called it a big fat chocobo turd of an idea. Said it just wouldn't be the same anywhere else. That sounds like Sid, all right. Miss Cindy said she didn't mind either way. So the garage will probably stay put for a while.
It's just like all these demons sitting around.
Gourmet seafood is about all Sid has left to look forward to. With all the demons prowling around, more folk are getting hurt. Or worse. So Iris talked the marshal into taking out the demons themselves. Iris the Demon Slayer, they call her. Gladio and the others, they lend them a hand whenever they can. Prompto spends most of his time hunting around Hammerhead. He tries to impress Miss Cindy, but she's already married to her work. And Ignis. He hunts too. We tried to stop him, but he wouldn't listen. He said if anything, he's more used to the darkness than we are. I forgot his vision back. I'm afraid not. But that being said, he gets by pretty well on his own. Gladio and Prompto usually hunt on their own as well. It isn't often you see the three of them together nowadays. They still work as a team every once in a while, but each has his own set of tasks to keep them busy. Is that so?
Yeah, seeing the demons isn't scary. Like, it'd be scarier if everything was just off and abandoned, I think.
Everyone will be so happy to see you. Don't worry. I won't be going anywhere. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask.
Tolkien didn't ruin fantasy. Rather, his popularity influenced. Same thing with Harry Potter, right? Lots of people took after the construction of Harry Potter's world after it was popular. So the popularity tends to drive a lot of, I don't want to call them copycats, because in order to get published, you have to write the things that publishers want to publish and want to make money on. So in most cases, that is going to be, after 1980, it's like Tolkien-ish. But really, it's not very Tolkien-ish. It's just really focused on medieval stuff. I don't write medieval fantasy. Some of my fantasy is medieval. Some of it is like pirate fantasy. So if you read City of Silver, it's, you know, it's like 17th century. You know, I based the world around a 17th century construction of culture, economy, and weapons, not a medieval one, not a high medieval. The high medieval is very interesting. It's very, you know, it's a great period of history, but it tends to be the default for every fantasy book written after 1980 for some reason. If you read something like Jack Vance, if you read something like Jack Vance, Michael Moorcock has lots of stuff like that. Of course, Poul Anderson. Those are kind of like my three, I guess, fantasy sci-fi writers. They're happy to mix and match stuff. Poul Anderson wrote a book called The Grand Crusade, where the Crusaders steal an alien spaceship and go into space. That's pretty cool. And it's a pretty good book, and it's a fun story, and it's a great mix-up of things. So there's nothing wrong with medieval fantasy. I write it. I'll come out with a medieval fantasy book later this year. But the big mashups of having everything mixed together, it's very Vancian. So if you read Jack Vance, there's a lot more weird stuff like this. It's hard to describe Jack Vance. There's just a lot going on. And other older fantasy books were happy to mix things around, have machines. If Jack Vance has like helicopters, but also magic and like, you know, and aliens, you know, ghosts. What's going on in here? Oh, it's a weapon shop. Spare no preparation. Geophysical survey of atmospheric conditions. The presence of soot-like photophilic particles was confirmed in samples of air taken at varying elevations, with notably higher concentrations at higher altitudes. Photophilic particles have begun to subsume the ozone layer, and the observed reduction of daylight on Eos can be attributed primarily to their light-absorbing properties. Give you a little explanation of like, what is this? It's not magic darkness. Well, it is, but, you know, we'll have a technological explanation too. Study on the nature of photophilic particles. On examining multiple correlations between the photophilic particles responsible for the blight and the mutant strand of plasmodium associated with the demons, we have discovered a clear causal relationship. Furthermore, given the mass dispersal of photophilic particles upon death, the demon presence is likely accountable for the violent ecological shifts of late. See if there's anything over here to look at. Bathroom. Bathroom's still operational. There's a sword. That looks cool. Alright, good. We got a weapon shop here. Anything good to buy? Durandal. I have 74,000 gold. Buy it. Great sword. Hyperion. He already has Hyperion, so Ignis has fire. Okay. He already has those, apparently. Quicksilver. He already has that, apparently.
See you later.
Alright, we'll just buy a better sword. Put that on. Everybody's slightly older. And I bet you we'll get a better sword as we go. Make sure we buy plenty of these guys. Buy like 20 of those? Maybe 30? Buy like 20 of these. Buy like 10 of these. I don't need that many, do I? Well, you should just go like buck wild, right? We'll buy 20. I have 37 high elixirs. We'll be okay with those. Let's buy a few more. Phoenix Downs, just in case. What's it doing? Phoenix Down. Antidotes. I don't have enough gold needles. Buy 5 of those. Buy like 8 of those. Buy like 7 of those. You don't get a lot of these status elements in this game, so you don't need to have a ton of these, I think. Spend some money. Let's buy some more potions. Buy like, man, we can just buy a ton of potions. Just chug potions. There we go. High potions. We'll buy 10 more of those. Why not?
Come again.
What do you think about Final Fantasy 16? I have it. I've played it. I will stream it. I haven't been streaming it because like I've been playing it in weird hours, and I need to set up a mic that's not the controller, I think, because, well, the controller and the microphone pretty much sucks. I don't know what to say. I don't know what else to say. Um, the World of Ruin. Can I camp here with the boys? Have a meal? That might be fun. Talk to this guy.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know.
Imperial
We
Army.
had some former Imperials fighting for us. The toughest of them said she used to lead a band of mercenaries.
Arnea?
So you do know her? Well, I'm not surprised. Marshall said she was feared far and wide back in the day. But now she's revered among the Lucian masses. Same with her men, Biggs and Wedge.
Yeah, Biggs and Wedge is fun.
That's great. I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know.
Some things are simply easy to replicate for a base setting, same as sci-fi with its ship and fire space colonies. I notice most modern sci-fi is becoming very interchangeable aesthetically. Totally.
Oh, right. About the Empire. Gladio brought back word that both the Emperor and High Commander were dead. With those two gone, Niflheim pretty much fell apart.
Yeah, figured.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know. Oh,
Oops.
right.
Oops.
About the Empire. Gladio brought back word that both the Emperor and High Commander, those two gone.
Yeah.
I'm more than happy to tell you the Chancellor's still around though. And Insomnia. Nobody who saw him had any clue what he might have been up to. Their stories piqued Ignis's curiosity. I ended up helping Ignis look into the matter, digging through old records, even joining him on trips to the royal tombs.
Royally roped into it.
It's cool. I'm a bit of a history buff myself, but we did discover something pretty weird.
Well,
While we were poring over all those ancient texts, one name caught our eye. Ardens. Apparently he was hailed as a savior, healing all those who were ravished by demons, only to end up branded a demon himself. A dubious charge, I'd say. By all accounts, he was just as human as you and me. I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know.
Demons.
On the bright side, we've come a little closer to understanding the demons.
and
You see, I'd always thought they were animals, only more hideous and savage. But it turns out they're just ordinary people. Unlucky folk infected by something or other that transformed them into monsters. There's no known cure as of yet. So death is the only mercy. I'm more than happy to tell you, we've got a lot of survivors pouring in from Accordo too. Demon attacks there is late. I don't think it's much better here. Lestalem is practically overflowing with refugees from Insomnia. The Empire's recovery assistance fell by the wayside. Demons overran the city. Thankfully, Iris and the Marshal managed to evacuate the civilians. Now there's no one left, except the demons. I spent my childhood in the Crown City. It's sad knowing it's gone, you know?
not for long.
Well,
I became the king to reclaim our home, and now I'm back, as promised.
all these years and you remembered.
You bet.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything.
Jared.
Do you remember my grandfather?
Yeah.
There's something I wasn't able to tell you back then. Grandpa died because of me.
Yeah, Deep Space Nine and Babylon 5 were pretty close.
An Imperial officer approached me in town, asked if I was from the Crown City, and that was just the beginning. What brings you here, young man? You didn't come here by yourself, did you? Oh, your grandfather's a butler at a manor. How very grand. Oh, he rubs shoulders with the royal family. You must be ever so proud. I answered him without thinking. A little after that, a man showed up at our hotel.
Talcott.
Think what you will of me, but please know that Grandpa didn't give you away.
Listen,
Yeah?
you're not a kid anymore. You should know by now what happened that day wasn't your fault. None of it. You know, it's hard to ask for something about their pain, but it's just as hard to share your own with someone else. I appreciate you opening up to me. I swear, I'll make things right. But believe me when I say nobody blames you. Not me. Not your grandpa. Not even your mother. Nobody. 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 Nob
kind of a lot of our background stuff here. All right, I think we got a lot of stuff. I don't know if we need to keep any more money. Do you know what I mean? It said the final battle will begin, so we might get to buy more things as we go. There's no timed quests. An afro sword. Funny. Alright, let me let's kind of top out some of our stuff here. Like high potions. I don't know what my kids are doing outside my door. Playing something. Yeah. Some more elixirs. Why not? And maybe, I don't know what else we need. I mean, we'll keep a couple. We'll keep some gil. Because you never know. But I have a feeling I'm going to have to like chug a lot of stuff because I'm only what? I'm level 52, so I don't know. That might be high enough to do it. Now, head for the Crown City. How do I do that? Do I just like walk out of here? Or do I go to a car? I guess I walk out. Return to Insomnia. All right, let me save first. No, let's do like a stay at the. We'll stay at the inn with the boys. We can hang out at the trailer one last time.
It's been a long day. I say we call it a night.
It's come on, dude. You're not being very safe with that gun. This is the only picture prompt I took. We better save it. Now, can Ignis cook anything or no?
Prompto's even capable of hunting alone these days. Lily has come a long way.
I guess I couldn't cook anything.
Doesn't feel like you've changed though. Not nearly as much as he claims.
You're gonna spoil my moments?
What's there to spoil? You know, even after all this time, you guys haven't changed a bit. Not as individuals, perhaps, but we no longer need to ask one another for help in times of need. We've reached a point where that sort of synergy is second nature.
Yeah. And it only took us 10 years to get here.
Yeah, let's go, guys. Yeah, I always feel like in these games you got to save your elixirs. I always save them, never use them.
Time to suit up.
But you actually have to use them in this game because you will lose max HP in battles. So you have to use the elixir to like restore your max HP. Mobs will damage your HP total. So you actually can't heal all the way up unless you do an elixir. Oh, sweet. Let's just make our best food here. Like, what's our best food? Can I sort this by, like, best? Make cup noodles! They had a whole quest to do a custom cup of noodles. It has the high level 35. That's pretty good. Hearty stir fry. Alright, these all look pretty good. Let's see what's at the bottom here. Level 10, level 10, level 10, level 5. Level 35 one. Let's do that. Cook it up, Ignis. Yeah, and then you're on the last boss fight and you still don't use elixirs because you're wondering if he's going to go into like phase 2 or phase 3 and you're going to need him for phase 3. I definitely used them in Final Fantasy, I think 6, I think, or 5. Whichever one has the... No, 5 has the tree. I used them on that because the tree will like randomly kill your guys. So you got to res them and then do an elixir on them. Not to save mana or anything, because it's just the quickest way to top people off. But you do like mimes, and then everybody's casting double Faraga Gaga. That was a pretty epic boss fight once I had all my guys set up.
Home sweet home.
Yeah, at long last.
The lights are on.
Been waiting for.
Sure is.
For some reason, he's wearing his dad's clothes, and they're all in different clothes. But that's cool.
Are you with me?
Of course. You bet.
Until the very end. It's time to finish this once and for all.
A cure for insomnia. Head to the Citadel. Gear. You can switch me out for like a better thing here. Kingly raiment. You can do the no jacket kingly raiment. It's like the royal raiment may still be better. Well, it gives you a lot of defense and strength. Yeah, kingly raiment is probably good. Versus like Kingsglaive garb. Looks like the no jacket is just worse. I don't think we'll need this stuff. So let's versus like the tactician's fanfare. We don't need the AP. No, well, we might want the AP because we get the AP every time, don't we? I don't remember. I don't think we need it though. Could put something else in there. Like the bulletproof suit. More health. What do we have here? Strength. Probably the plus 70 strength one. There we go. Knight's anklet. Warrior's fanfare. Details. There we go. Yeah, we want that. And something maybe that ups his magic. Have like a plus magic in here somewhere. Angel earring. All right. I don't know. It's probably fine. Leave that there. Tempered shield. Let's do something else here. We don't want any of these. Thieves' Way. Reduces the MP cost of phasing. Enhances magic. That's probably pretty good. Alright. Alright, let's go. This is fun. I may have to finish this like next time. That's one way to do it.
Fought together like this in ages. Really takes you back, doesn't it?
We may have struggled before, but now nothing.
I'm surprised. Haven't seen any glaives around here. Why would we?
Because they're doing reconnaissance, dealing with the demons as they go.
Their bases have had it. Come on.
Let's talk.
Oh, I got frogged. Can I use an item? Like maiden skits? Let's use it on me. Which we can just use a potion. Because I have lots of them now. Sucker, health up.
You're a pretty good shot in the dark.
Glad to see my 10 years of practice is finally paying off.
Well, keep it up.
It reset. Did it reset? Yeah, it like reset its health somehow. Well, that's annoying. Well, that got rid of it.
Maybe the King of Kings really is his almighty, as they say.
Alright. Alright, here we go. Some more fire. I think I saw like a frost out there. I don't know if I want to go look around more, but oh, see, here's another energy container here. Got some cool music here, for sure. Oh, there's a. Uh-oh. Comes a mech. An eternal trooper. Dynamo. Whoa! That killed me.
Guess we've still got a little fight left in us.
Jeez.
Play that like we've already peaked.
Yeah, we haven't even reached our prime.
Guess you're right.
Yeah, we gotta go this way. Here's another magic thing. Cool. Alright, let us do some... Make another spell here. And make it with like a lot of ice. Yeah, make a... And then we'll have a catalyst. Let's start using some of our good catalysts. Use ingredients too. But treasures are good. Giant hairy horn. Do that. All right. Okay. What is this? An item. I think the enemies in this game are pretty cool in general. This is a game that definitely grew on me with the playing. It's not a game which I really loved when I first played it. Only when I like went back and played it again did I really start to enjoy it. There's all these broken down troopers with like Thompsons and stuff. It's kind of cool. Some cool music here too. I don't know if you guys can hear it. A spotlight in here.
Shit.
Looks fresh.
Then we should hurry. There may be survivors nearby.
Here we go. Lightning. There it is. Make up his black flame. For some reason, can't.
I sense don't worry, I got this. No time for compliments. Yeah, got work to do.
Oh, he hits me twice. Oh, he ate me. He ate me.
You don't seem as jumpy as before.
Maybe
I've just the thing.
all in bullet time, baby.
Nice one, Pronto.
There he goes. All right.
No time to waste.
But of course, Your Highness.
This map. All right. That's up. Bet you there's more stuff here, of course. All right. We got full fire energy, so we'll do the same thing again. Hopefully I have an empty one. I don't. We need to use more magic. Start clearing out our magic. Because, yeah. Aramon. Giant bugs. Boy, there's so many. There we go. That gets rid of them. Oh, I wonder what Lion's Roar does. Oh, so he has a cool move too. Alright, there we go.
You alright? More or less. No use hanging up. Glad you made it back. Highness, glad to be back. I've got something to show you. Follow me. So, what brought you back to Insomnia? We wanted to do what we could to make sure everything was in order. For the day the king returned to reclaim his rightful seat on the throne.
Let's see what we got here. Need to look around and see if there's any kind of items.
We're stationed just up ahead. It's just about the only place we have left.
Alright, I'm not seeing any.
Come on.
Well, that magic I have equipped now is like insane. Quadcast 2. Let's use up some of this heal cast. There we go. You can do Venom cast. It's just like fire. Okay. Works. Alright. Yeah, the bugs look like the bugs from Starship Troopers, which is cool.
Good news, everyone. Your king has returned.
Highness! I knew you'd come back!
Your Highness, for many moons, we have eagerly awaited the coming of this day. Brothers and sisters, brave warriors of Lucis, you've done well these 10 years. And I thank you. You've done so much, all for my sake. Even as the darkness overcame our world, we kept the light alive in our hearts. We've all lost friends, loved ones along the way, but the one thing we never lost was hope. Brothers and sisters, I ask you to stand by me and fight at my side for the light and for the future of our world. All hail the King of Light! The Glaives finally got its king.
I was so happy to have him back.
Yes, but none were happier than us.
Alright, explore the base. What are these question marks? Quests? Oh boy, a quest. Yeah, I want some side quests at the end of the game.
My liege, I have a request from Miss Aram.
You mean Cindy?
Yes, she was hoping you would help her unearth some special machine parts from the city ruins. We've already deployed one of our glaives to the designated area. They're not much for conversation, but rest assured, when it comes to combat, they're more than capable.
Rendezvous with the glaive.
I've marked the location on your map. All that's left is to rendezvous with the glaive and begin the operation.
Got it. I'll see what I can do. Here, take this. A key? Good eye. That'll let you open all the gates around here. Perfect.
I kind of want to just do the side quests because, like, you're so close, you know? I feel like there's
So,
not been quite enough content in the final third of the game.
lots of Imperial stragglers left. Thought I'd clean them up. Need a hand? Looking to earn yourself a favor? If so, you're more than welcome. Just tell Yosef when you're ready.
Random thought, but have you ever watched any Isekai anime? Yes, I watched, what did I watch? Konosuba. It's pretty funny. The thing about Isekai is that it just,
Thanks for opening up the can.
it moved from like a serious genre to making fun of itself, and Konosuba is a great example.
You'll have my unwavering support.
Konosuba is like pretty funny, and actually has some like decent little character stories, but it's mostly just like a joke, you know, big joke.
Could you help me with something?
With what?
Well, a group of us were trying to take.
There's another one I watched a couple episodes of, but I don't remember what it was.
Unfortunately,
Off the top of my head now. It's
It's
like he gets isekai, but everyone thinks he's super ugly for some reason.
Not at all.
So he like is friends with the orcs. Like, it's always like a subversion of a trope that no one ever actually uses the trope.
Hey, about those photos. Would it be okay if I helped? I want to see the state of the city for myself.
Sure thing. The more the merrier.
Oh, a flame breath cannon. Let's see. What do I have in here that's like not good? Anything with like low potency that I can just like get rid of? Venom cast. Alright, so make one super, let's make it pretty potent here. Use a little lightning, top it off here. And let's use a good treasure here. Quadcast, Fira times 4. 4 chain. Dual cast, curse cast. Giant crab pincers. Oh, this hurts you. Yeah, we don't want that. Tricast. Quadcast. Quintcast. What's a behemoth horn? Yeah, that would be pretty rad. I kind of want to save that for like a really good spell. Like put everything into it. And then you have a Quintcast. Let's do that. Can we like put in a Mac. Just put everything in. Here we go. Behemoth Horn. Quintcast. Fira Thindara. Here we go. What's up, guys? What does that prompt have to say?
So, how'd things work out with you-know-who?
Oh, a gentleman doesn't kiss and tell.
Look at you. Just remember, hold tight to the ones you love. And don't let go. Lose your grip and you'll lose them for good.
Alright, now where do we want to go to do these quests? Up, up, up. Okay, we gotta search around for them. Let's see what's up. Can we go up the stairs? Apparently, yes, we can. There's a guy up here.
I crossed the continent as a hunter in my former life, but I was reborn as a member of the Marshal's Kingsglaive. If ever I can be of service to you, please do not hesitate to ask.
Get some lightning. Oh, I could have made my Quintcast even stronger. Who's this guy?
Pleasure. Our objective is the annihilation of all remnants of the Imperial forces. Several of the Empire's bases located around the city remain operational. The Marshal is scouting these locations as we speak. You can begin the operation once you rendezvous with him on site.
Roger.
Well, best of luck, boys.
It's kind of Square Enix NPC syndrome there. Alright. There is a shop down here, apparently. Let's see what they sell. Alright, standard stuff. Just items. They do not sell weapons, though. Oh. Durandal, Hyperion, blah, blah, blah. All this stuff we got. We need Oracle card. Alright, whatever. We're good. Let's move on out. Here we go. I didn't talk to Gladio. Probably should have talked to him. Alright, let's figure out what we're doing here. Got some barky dogs. Currently watching Overlord. Not bad, but a person not a fan of the protagonist being the villain and taking over the world. Well, you should play the game Overlord because it's a lot more fun. Yeah, you should try playing Overlord. It's like a laser bug. Do they have eyeballs? Because the Aramons had like eyeballs in other games.
Kingly confidence you require. And it only took you 10 years.
Anything in here? Oh, an item. Of course. Isekai, otherwise known as portal fantasy, where a character gets transported to another world. In Japan, the tendency is to make the character get something like it's an escapist fantasy. Like he goes from boring life to like cool fantasy world where he's able to use magic. A lot of times it crosses over with like lit RPG and stuff like that, where like people have like levels and crap. But Isekai in Japan is basically a joke. Like it doesn't take itself seriously at all, and that's probably like a good thing, honestly. Or should we kill this guy with magic? Is this more frost and more lightning? I gotta use up all my magic and make better magic. Whoa, this is cool. It's a cool area. Oh, there's Arden.
Fashionably late, I see. Arden. Insomnia, the crown city of my kingdom. I bid you a warm welcome.
What the hell's he doing?
Oh, is this like the... No, this isn't the main scenario. It can't be.
Something special for you.
See what we got here.
What?
Yes, it's the same war your father gave his life to sustain. I thought it might serve as a lovely little reminder of your daddy, dearest. Do you like it? I'm sick. Oh, could you say that to your own flesh and blood? I'll try to find it in my heart to forgive you by the time we reach the Citadel. My little pet will greet you at the gates.
Yeah. So there's very, very few serious isekais. It's a genre that moved from its setup to like different degradations of that setup and parodies of its setup. So parodying, like self-parody is in my opinion, a big part of isekai. Wait, did I go the wrong way? And like... Can I like not go back and do those side quests? Obviously these are not going to work. Relics of the Empire. Glaive out of time. Let's do that one. I actually do want to do some of the side quests before I finish this game and like put it to bed. It's a good game. You know, like it's a good game, you don't always want to put it down. It's a feeling that I get sometimes. Final Fantasy 16 though, like really blows this out of the water as far as just everything. Like the stories are really good. I need a key to unlock the gate. Interesting. Maybe I wasn't supposed to go that way. Oh, whatever. I guess I can't go that way. I have to go this way. There's like reincarnated as a slime. There's like reincarnated as a vending machine. Reincarnated as, you know, that's all isekai stuff. If you're like, where did the genre isekai come from? Well, originally it's actually like Western. It's Edgar Rice Burroughs' like Princess of Mars, and probably the earliest example I can think of in literature is A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court by Mark Twain. That's actually an isekai. It's and it has the same basic setups. Like he goes to the world and he's able to take it over because he knows all the science from the 19th century. So he knows how electricity works and all that kind of stuff. Need to put in some magic here. Oh, that's pretty good. That's really good. What we got? there was still like a trooper there. Alright. Where are we? Relics of the Empire. Okay. Bet you there's something up there. Let's find out.
About time. Well, I'm ready when you are.
No.
Just be quick about it.
Okay. Wait, hold on. What quest is this? Oh no, this is it. Relics of the Empire. Alright. Now let's begin the operation.
About time. Well, I'm ready when you are.
Let's try it.
Well then, let's move out.
Got a few more minutes. 10 more minutes. Hoping to write a series Isekai web novel that branches out into other stories and series. It's good.
You're coming with me, Your Majesty.
Without being seen. Portal Fantasy has a long tradition, you know.
We are. Then we give them everything we've got.
Warp kill Imperial soldiers. Alright, that sounds like easy. Kill this one. I wonder, wasn't maybe I was supposed to do that kind of secretly here. Come on, this guy's almost dead. Oh. Let's use a high potion. Alright. We finished the quest.
Mission complete.
For now, I'm going to scout our next destination. See you there.
I recognize that voice actor, but I don't know from where. Alright. Alright. There's all kinds of beds everywhere, though. Hey, beds. Go to that one. Alright. It's definitely like very cool looking. There's a couple iron giants. Get in there. Apparently there's some lightning here. All right. All right. Elemancy. do something nice and potent. Something good here. Fossil shell. Stop cast. That's cool. Fail cast. Oh yeah, XP cast. You can do XP cast. Quadcast. That looks good. All right. Top off our lightning. Free sodas, guys. Free sodas over here. There he goes. Give me some HP. We go. So fun. Fun. What do you think of the original Indiana Jones movies? I like them. There's some weird stuff in the first one, though, that is often not talked about. We'll talk about it some other time, but basically, like, makes it seem like Indiana Jones is a pedophile. That's kind of how it ends up looking. Weird. Definitely weird. Let's see how much. I have a lot of points I could spend here. Always deliver a critical hit when link striking. Yeah, that's good. Magic. Up our magic. Wait mode, we're not using that, so whatever. I don't have enough to do extra stuff. That's all. Like, in order to fill up that thing completely, you have to do in-game stuff. Whoa! I need to switch Gladio's main attack. Dawn Hammer. There we go. And try to regroup for a bit. Prompto. Yeah. Alright. He's good. Oh wait. We have something better here, don't we? There we go. Flame Breath Cannon. Heck yeah. Alright. Let's get some magic in here. It's kind of hard to kill.
Don't worry, I got this. We're done here.
Hacking off his legs here. All right. All right, we got him. Yeah, 20,000 experience. Pretty good.
Impressive.
All right. I think I'm about out of time, though. Let's see, I think we got to go around this corner here.
This mission's going to be tough.
All right, this
so
will probably be the
have
last thing I do
us
today.
a hand. Once they completed their task, it'll be your cue to get to work. Guys, are you ready?
Yeah, Marion should have been older when they originally hooked up, but older when they met again. Yeah. So. Yeah. Well, it's open to interpretation, but it's like, you know, she's like 11, 12. That's what like Lucas and her were talking about, and I always interpreted that as like it means that, you know, she had like a crush on him. And he was like, no, you know.
We better get moving.
So that's how I was always viewed it. But, you know, it's a controversy. It's a controversy that often doesn't come up.
First, the Glaives will temporarily take the security system offline. That's when you boys step in and wipe out the enemy.
What happens if we run out of time?
Good question. The system goes back online and the mission ends in failure.
So, the quicker we do this, the better.
You got it.
All right. Do this and then probably call it.
Let's pick up the pace. All together now.
I think maybe I can actually take some of those out without them seeing me. Who's the other watchman? Take them out within the time limit. I guess that's these guys. Oops. I wanted prompt out, can't use it.
Standing around, it's not over yet.
Alright, so kill the first one. I think I can kill some of these guys with like stealth. Like this guy. we go.
Good work out there, boys.
Yeah, that was pretty good, huh?
Okay. Okay, complete. That was it.
One more down. And one more to go.
Yeah, I heard that Connery for the thing about she talks in her sleep was like an ad lib, and they kept it in. It originally was like an ad lib, is what I heard. Just what I heard, you know. I think that's it for today, though. 7:11. Yeah, I probably need to call it. All right. I'm going to go ahead and save this game in the World of Ruin here. And I will call it there. And we'll try to finish up maybe another day here. And that'll be good. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me for a bit. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the stream. I don't know, going forward. I kind of want to have more people on. I want to do more interviews and stuff like that because I think that's a lot of fun. People get a lot of information out of that. I think it's keeps the show interesting, relevant, gets people informed about a lot of different things. So I may try to set something up in the next few weeks where we can expect more of that as we go along. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I have a new article on Substack on what usury is, which is pretty cool. So a lot of people don't know what usury is, and I really should do a video on it as well. So I probably will. Usury is not interest, and usury is not excessive interest. There's a specific definition for usury that was used throughout history, and we've kind of forgotten that. And I realized that some people posted on the article like that they refuse to like actually read, you know, a 2,000 word article written to educate people on what historical usury is. So check that out and have a little fun with that. But you know, this is one of the things like there will never be a limit to the number of people going out to defend usury, defend charging interest on personal loans, things like credit cards, things like student loans, things like loan sharking. There'll never be an end to the people coming out to defend that. And I guess maybe because they make money on it, I don't know. Maybe because they're usurers themselves. But anyway, you could check it out and enjoy the article. What I do is I explain what usury is, and then I explain a bunch of different reasons why it was considered and is considered immoral. The Catholic Church hasn't changed its stance on usury, but there's a lot of things to think about what usury means and what it does, because it's a personal loan, a loan attached to a person. It's an unsecured, non-recourse loan. There's no recourse. Versus a full recourse loan like a mortgage, where if you can't pay the bill, you can surrender your house to the person who lent the money, and they're made whole and you don't have any kind of penalty. It doesn't work that way with credit card debt, where it's attached to you and you have to pay it. Or student debt, where you can't even get rid of it with bankruptcy. It's attached to you forever until you die or you pay it off. That has some interesting moral issues with it, and I'd like you to go ahead and check out that article and have a little fun with that. So I will see you all next time, and have a great, great day.